Hello and welcome to a short unboxing video. This is the iPhone 12. Wonderful, compact little box, as they always are with Apple. At first glance you think, oh, it's lovely and thin. Even the box is half the size of previous boxes. But then you realise when you open it that that's because there are certain things not in it that were in previous phones. So they've just left stuff out. But that's not a problem, I don't think. This is actually my wife's new phone. I am unpacking this one on video simply because it's purple. My one is red. I've been told that the purple one is extremely special and highly prized, basically. I don't know how true that is, but it's supposed to be a radical colour for Apple, unusual, a bit rare, or if not rare, at least it's only just come out or something. Now, I love the way this just peels off. Isn't that perfect? Sometimes when you buy even toys for kids, you know, sometimes I need to get my toolbox out in order to try and get into, you know, the packaging for a dolly for my daughter. This, all you have to do is pull on it and it just all peels off. So easy. There it is. It's quite a light purple. I think if I had a purple one, I would want it to be darker. Maybe this is mainly aimed at women, I'm not sure. Not that there's any colour I don't like, really. But I was glad when my red one arrived that it wasn't, you know, faint, sort of light coloured rosy red, as they call it. Because I wouldn't have liked that colour. It's got the is it 12 megapixel camera? I'm not too certain, but it's certainly better than the 10 I had before. Inside we have charging cable. Now the thing with this is that it's not a USB socket, it's a USB-C, not socket, head, if that's what it's called, on the end of the cable. So if you've only got USB plugs, Apple USB plugs, you will need to either get an adapter or a USB-C plug. So potentially unfortunate that could be, but I suppose they have to modernise these things all the time, don't they? Like when they went to these little lightning things instead of the big wide heads at the other end of the cable. Now, what there used to be in the box was a plug, of course. They don't do the plug anymore, which is a shame, but not a disaster. They also only do one sticker instead of two. I've yet to figure out why they put any stickers in the box at all. I don't know what that's about, unless it is so that you can put it on there, but you wouldn't want it to go over the top of the silver Apple sign, would you? If having the Apple sign was important to you, maybe at the bottom, but then that's like a bunch of apples then, isn't it? I mean, it's is that the collective noun for apples? A bunch? I don't know. Bit too Apple intensive, isn't it? So yeah, I'm not sure why the stickers are there anyway. I think they're just a little gimmicky little thing, a bit like having jokes in Christmas crackers. But not exactly a big deal that it's gone from 1 down to 2. And here we have, obviously, I won't bother getting it out, but the, well, perhaps I will. The little metal device, which hasn't changed all these years, for accessing the little compartment that has that you put your SIM card into. Just push that down firmly, always more firmly than you do at first, because you're so worried about damaging the phone that people don't press hard enough. But yeah, if you press hard enough, it will pop out. So that's not changed. Let's see if I can get that back on there now. Maybe it's not designed to be put back. There we go. And the only other thing in here is sort of compliance information. You know, stuff that you don't need really. Obvious things like, you know, don't eat the phone, things like that. And of course, these things always have a little dustbin with a cross on it. So that's all very interesting. These are so tightly packed that sometimes it feels like trying to get toothpaste back in the tube when you're putting it back together again, because there's literally no spare space, which is good. But they're so good. There's so many companies do the same boxes now, the same sort of, often using white as well. I bought products recently that, if you didn't know otherwise, you would swear they were an Apple product because of the sturdy white boxes they use. Now, I'm under instructions not to peel this off yet and expose the screen. So, I will show you my own phone. This is my red one. So this is the colour. I've got a magnet on the back. I know it's covering the Apple sign, which isn't ideal, but It's great to have in the car like that, on a little holder in the car. Very good magnet. I would prefer a darker red, but I don't mind it, I have to say, it's not too bad. But ideally I would want a darker red. But I'm still happy. Not that the colour is a big deal for me, I have to say, but I'm still happy with the colour. I do have a case for it. It's crazy not to have a case for these phones, of course. So there you have it. I will gently put this back in there now. This is where it gets tricky. I think that has to get tucked in there. I'm going to put it back together. I'm not going to get that that other cellophane wrapper back on, but at least it's relatively untouched, relatively unspoilt. So there you are. Lovely box. Okay, thank you for watching. If you wish to subscribe, then please feel free to do so. It would be much appreciated. And until next time, goodbye and thank you for watching.